in the process of writing a book, and he's an activist. And his passion is using his story to help people better their lives. Welcome actor Eric Martinez up here.
How you guys doing? I wanted her to move that speaker so if I walked around this side or this other side, you guys could see me. Because clearly I'm not that tall, right? Clearly. So I wanted to stop by here and talk to you guys. I've been here in town for the last 3 days and been having a great time. Been speaking to students all over the area, and visiting a lot of places. As she said, I'll tell you a little bit about myself and then I'll tell you why I'm here. I'm an actor. I have 6 new movies coming out this year. I play Francisco on Better Call Saul. You might see me on The Walking Dead next season. So listen, I can't tell you much, but if you are you're watching your screen, you might be watching an episode, you might see a cute Puerto Rican running across your screen. Good looking Puerto Rican that doesn't die, and I'm not a zombie. That's all I can tell you. So yeah, listen, one of the best parts of my job is being able to travel all around the country and obviously filming, but I get to speak to students, and I've spoken to almost 3 million students nationwide. You know, I've seen it all, I've heard it all. And you know, the funniest thing is I get from most kids is, oh, well, you don't know what it's like, you don't know my story, you don't know what it's like to be in a small town, or you don't know what it's like to be in a house that I'm in, or be around the people that I'm around. Well, let me tell you, I grew up in a smaller town than this. I was, at home, I wasn't being treated very well, and at school I wasn't being treated very well. I was told my whole life that I wasn't going to be anything. I was told that, you know, when I made the mistake of telling a few people what my dreams were, and that was to be an actor, I got laughed at, I got picked on. I was told that I would never make it. I was told that I'm too small. I was told that I come from a small town and nobody ever gets discovered from a small town. But you know, let me tell you something, and I'm going to be real about this. I never let anybody's opinion stop me from chasing my dream. I have a manic desire to succeed. Another thing that I have that I'm very, very proud of. You know, a student asked me today, who is your mentor? Who do you look for? Who do you look towards for motivation? I said, back then, and even still today, the Lord. The Lord is one. Day to day. So, I wanted, you know, and here's the thing. I've gotten to do a lot of really cool things. If someone would have told me 10 years ago, hey, you're going to be a keynote speaker for the president, I'd have never believed him. Hey, you're going to get to walk the red carpet at the MTV Awards, the Oscars, the Grammys, the Emmys, I would have never believed him. And I've been able to achieve every single goal that I've set out to do, every single one. You know, have there been peaks and valleys? Of course, man, like every single day there's peaks and valleys. But like I said, I have an undying desire to succeed. I have a manic work ethic. I don't allow anybody to take my shine. Nobody takes my shine. I used to really be nervous, you know, about what other people felt about me. It used to really matter to me what people thought and how people looked at me. And today I don't care, you know, like I'm doing, here's the thing too, and let me say this, when you're focused on your goals and you're focused on what you should be doing, you ain't got no time for that nonsense. Right? No time to be, you know, worried about what other people say or do if you're focused on your success. And for me, most people that I was around didn't understand that, right? I say it all the time. Your goals should be so big that when you talk to small-minded people, they get nervous. They get nervous. They feel uncomfortable right off the bat. I will say this. I will say this. You know, I went to, I remember one time I spoke in Oklahoma. And we were at a really, really small town right outside of Oklahoma. And before I went into the school, teachers came and the principal came and told me, he said, hey, look, I want to let you know right now, there's a few students here, they all hang out, and they're really not, they're really not going to care what you have to say. They're not really cool. We have a lot of problems in the school. They're really, some of them, a few of them are really violent. They were just telling me, like, be careful, right? So I get up on stage, and I start talking about certain things that apparently these guys didn't like. And I was talking about, what it was like for me in the streets, what it was like for me dealing with other people in the streets. Well, these guys kind of had an issue with it. It was funny because after we let out, all the other kids came down, we got pictures and we did autographs and whatnot. These 8 guys were all sitting in the back still kind of watching me. And the principal came to me and said, hey, listen, if you feel uncomfortable with it, let me know and we'll have them leave. And I was like, no, actually, let them stay. Let them stay. Because here's the thing, I know something that you don't. They all have something to say to me. And I want to hear it. I want them to bring it to me. I want to hear what they have to say, right? So, the last student left, a few teachers stuck around, and finally, one who obviously was the ringleader of the whole crew came down, and the other guys followed him. They sat right in front of me, and the dude was like, yo, I'll let this go. Is there an announcement, or is it just a bell?
Yeah.
Okay. He was like, yo, I gotta tell you, I wasn't too good with what you were saying about the hood and this and hood that, right? I said, all right, that's fair. He was like, you don't know what it's like to be in the streets. We represent. I'm thinking, I said, what exactly do you represent? There's one street in this town, and I saw nothing but barns and cows all around us. Like, what are you, tagging cows and tipping them, or what? What's going on, right? And he didn't like that too much, because I called him out on it. Here's the thing. You could be too cool for yourself. That's one thing, right? And you can act hard, you can be too cool, you can put yourself in a category where you think that this is the best it's going to be, this is all you're going to get out of life. And these guys all felt the same way, and I told them, I said, bro, here's the thing, and I'm going to talk to you like a man, like real, because you want to be a man, so I'm going to talk to you like a man. And here it is. You think you're being hard in a town, in a population of 1,100, but you ain't that hard, man. There's a whole world out there. And you know what the saddest part is you got these 7 fools believing in your destination. You got these 7 dudes sitting right next to you, following you all around the school, terrorizing everybody in the school, because you guys think it's cool. All of you guys look foolish. You guys look foolish to each other. And they couldn't believe what I was saying. I said, you know what, here's the thing. Someone once told me, if you want to be an actor, start here and act like you got some sense. It shook me. I was like, what? You know who told me that? My mom. My mom was like, here's your first lesson in acting. Act like you got some sense. Be respectful. First of all, be respectful of the people you're around. And if you wouldn't talk in front of me that way, I'm not talking in front of anybody else that way. Treat people with some respect. If you want people to treat you with respect, it's very simple. Listen, we're all grown here. If you want treated with respect, you treat people with respect. That's it, man. That's it. You want to learn something? Do your homework. You want to succeed? Work. Here's the funny thing. Those 7 guys, today, I'm very proud to say I've stayed in touch with them. All 7 of them are now graduated from college.
Woo!
And all graduated. All it took was someone going, yo, listen, it's time to change, man. It's time to change your direction. You're not going to get anywhere. If you think this is representing, you have no idea. We're disrespectful to each other because we feel it's all right. I can do what I want. I can act how I want. No, you can't. No, you can't. It is your job to be respectful. It's your job to be kind. It's your job to be educated. It's your job. There's no in between. Here's the thing. You're either going to be the man or you're going to work for the man. You got to make that choice. I made that choice a long time ago for myself. There was no way someone was going to tell me what I was going to do with my life. And I worked manically to make sure I got to this point. And I still work today like I'm broke. I work today like I'm broke, 7 days a week. You can't have $1 million dreams with a minimum wage work ethic. And it doesn't matter what you do in life. It doesn't have to be entertainment. It doesn't have to be anything else. You know, if you want to be an educator, if you want to be an architect, if you want to be in the medical field, if you want to be in any field, just be passionate about what you do. Passion means everything. Passion means everything. The crazy thing is, passion doesn't cost you anything, but it'll take everything from you. Day in and day out. And most weak people quit. Most weak people quit. You know what? It's easier? It's easier to sit back with a shitty attitude and be like, yeah, it's whatever, it's life. It's society. I blame my teachers. I blame my parents. I blame society. I live in Farmington. I've heard it all. Since I've been out here, I've heard every excuse. There ain't no excuse. Let me take you to Salem and drop you off. If you can survive for 24 hours, then I'll call you gangster. Then I'll call you hard. We have choices here. We have choices. You know, listen, I was shooting, you know, it's so crazy because to me, I even deal with people like this in the movie industry. I was shooting a movie this past year where it was a Western. It was my first country Western movie. And I'm thinking the whole time, oh my God, please don't let them put me on a horse. Please, please, please don't let them put me on a horse. Like, I'm terrified of horses. You're right. The first day we start shooting, the director comes over and he's like, Eric, we're going to put you on a horse. But here's the thing. This is what I want you to do. This is a scene where your character is like on a getaway. So you're going to run, jump on the horse from behind, and ride off. And I'm thinking to myself, we've spent 4 weeks together in pre-production. What in our history makes you believe at my height I can jump on a 9-foot horse? What do I look like, Jackie Chan? No, listen, I'm not comfortable with this. Oh wait, I didn't tell you the word. He said, and not only that, you're gonna have a rifle, a big rifle, and you're gonna hold it up and hoist it up, cock it with one hand. This dude tried to make me John Wayne in one day. I'm like, hold up, let me get this straight. So you want me to run at full sprint, jump on a horse, cock a rifle. Now, listen, I'm all down for being the superhero. I want to be the hero. I want to be that dude, right? But I was being realistic with my own ability. I was like, listen, I can't do this. So, long story short, and here's the funny thing, I was riding off to get my girl. By the time we finished that conversation, I ended up with no horse, no gun, no chick, and I got killed. They killed me off early in the movie. And you know, it was funny to me because it was one of those moments where I was like, wait, hold on. I talk all the time about having tenacity and going after life and doing the things that, you know, scare you. Like if your dreams don't scare the hell out of you, then they're not big enough. They're not big enough. And here I am talking myself out. I'm so privileged to even be in this movie, and I'm talking myself out of a scene that's actually going to make me look good. I regretted it. To this day, I'm like, dang, man, why didn't I do it? Why didn't I just do it? But it's a perfect example of how, listen, who do you think talks to you more than anybody? You. We talk to ourselves more than anybody. And 90% of what we tell ourselves when we're alone is we're not good enough. We're not good enough. I'm too small. I'm not talented. I'm dumb. I can't make these grades. I'll never be able to graduate. I'll never be able to go to college. I can't work this. It's always something. How about just turning that around? I told people all the time. I tell them all the time because it was told to me. Listen, whether you think you can or think you can't, you're right. Simple as that. If you think you can't do it, then you're right. You can't do it. But if you think you can, then you're absolutely right. You can. There's no two ways about it. I like to interact, so I'm going to open it up and let you guys ask some questions. And listen, if you don't ask questions, I'm going to call it. So don't make me call it. So if you got a question, don't be shy.
How long have you been working for the
Oof. You know, I decided to be in this business when I was in well, I wanted to be in the business when I was in the 6th grade, but that was many moons ago. But I didn't really get into it until I got into high school. And the only reason I started acting was because there was a girl in the drama class that I wanted to hook up with. And the funny thing was, here's the thing, I get into the drama class, I hook up with this girl, right? My boy, who's in band and plays a flute, she hooks up with him and transfers to the band class. Left me in drama by myself, right? So here's the funny thing. They were getting ready for like a Thanksgiving play, and I actually got her part. So that was actually my first gig. I was a cranberry in the Thanksgiving play. I would have to say, honestly, the biggest challenge for me was my self-confidence. Because for the longest time, you know, I was harder on myself than anybody else was around me. And I started believing what everybody would say, you know? So that was a challenge for me for a long time. Like there'd be great days where I get up and like everything was great and I'm moving, I'm shaking. Then listen, it's hard to be motivated. It's hard to be motivated when you're hungry. It's hard to be motivated when you're tired. It's hard to be motivated when you're hurting. And those are the days, the toughest days of my life are the ones that got me to the best days of my life. And now, I face challenges like that more, I welcome them more now, because I know that in pain there's growth. In obstacles there's learning. You know what I mean? If everything was easy, we'd all be doing it. If it was that easy, if life was that easy, and success was that easy to obtain, we'd all be millionaires. We'd all be doing exactly what we want to do. But here's the problem. Most people don't want to work as much as they want to sleep. Most people want to be lazy. And they'll make excuses for it. My son, can I tell you this? I have a son that's 13 years old. You know? He's a 5-time state boxing champ. Because we get it in. But he has friends around him too that are really unmotivated. And you know, I always look at him and I tell him, son, like here's the thing, like I don't mind, like you be friends, like be kind to people. You can befriend anyone you want. But don't let what they say or do affect your being. Don't let it. I had a buddy the other day, was so upset that he auditioned for a movie and he was so upset that he didn't get it, he wanted to quit acting. And here's where he messed up. He came to me with it. He came to me, right? He was like, man, I can't believe this. This sucks, blah, blah, blah. I'm tired of being told no. I'm tired of this, right? I said, listen, let me ask you something. And hear me when I say this. This is what I said to him. I said, if I grabbed you by the throat right now, boy, and I stuck your head in water, would you just let me drown you? I grabbed you by your throat right now and held your head underwater. Would you let me drown you or would you fight for your life? He was like, well, that's stupid, I'd fight for my life. I said, that's exactly what's happening right now. Life has you by the throat and it's holding you under. Now you either better fight or drown and go away, because I'm not trying to hear your negativity. He called me a couple hours later. And was like, damn, you made me feel terrible about myself. Like I was looking for some sympathy. But here's the thing. It made him snap out of it. It made him realize, yo, like, losing, listen, I've lost 1,000 auditions. I've been told no 1,000 times. But here's the thing I think about. Do you guys know this when you're a crazy statistic? Every year, there's over 25,000 movies filmed every year. So I'm thinking to myself, well, if I got told no 1,000 times, I still got 24,000 times to go, right? Someone's gonna say yes. Someone's gonna want this cute Puerto Rican in their movie. I don't care. Like, someone's gonna want me in their movie. You know what I'm saying? Make me an elf. I don't give a damn. Whatever you need. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it's a numbers game. Get knocked down 7, get up 8. Get knocked down 100 times, get up 101. I wake up every day and I thank God. Listen, every single one of us, 2 eyes, 2 ears, a nose to smell, a mouth to talk, 2 legs to walk. 2 feet we can tie our Timberlands on. I'm working every day. Let me leave you with this. And if you guys want something signed, you want to take some pictures, I would love to sit down. I'd love to meet you guys individually. But here's the thing. Let me leave you with this one last thing. And remember this, please. Remember this, please. Because everybody in this room, including me, we have people around us every day. Every day, even our friends. Listen, let me say this last thing. We have people every day that speak negatively to us, right? Let me leave you with this. I live by this saying. Your opinion costs me nothing, so I pay you no mind. Your opinion costs me nothing, so I pay you no mind. You can't take what you've never given me. You can't take from me what I didn't rightfully give you. I didn't rightfully give you my sunshine. I didn't rightfully give you my hard work. I didn't rightfully give you the right to dream and take it from me. Thank you guys so much for having me.
What I'm trying to say is that thank you for coming in. Thank you for showing your success and inspiring me to do more bigger and greater things in my life.
Absolutely, man.
So,